Alrighty, guys, we are back. It's been a minute. It's been about a month since we've uploaded, but
we haven't had anything to say.
True.
Nothing good.
But we're back. So we're going to go through a few updates. Obviously, we're up here at the property, and we're going to show you what we got going on. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Cage to Free Range YouTube channel. It's been about a month. Sorry, we've taken a break. We haven't really taken a break. There's just been nothing to say.
Wah, wah.
Just a lot of hurry up and wait. But we have progress. Check this out. Look, we have something in the ground. We have stakes.
Welcome to our front porch corner.
Kind of.
Welcome to our abode. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so it's about 50 feet across, right? And about
Yes.
30 feet deep.
Yep.
But spatial awareness when you live in the city versus out here when there's nothing to really like have your brain compare it to, it looks really small. The footprint does.
It does.
But then like we measure out 50 feet long on this side for my dad's shop, and it looks huge. So
It's going to go over there somewhere.
I think once we actually have our foundation poured, again, spatial awareness will with your head. It's about 1,400 square feet. So
yeah,
ta-da. So
it's
this
like
will be about the living room.
1426. Our master's going to be here.
I'm standing at the kitchen sink. This is our porch.
Yep.
And
Laundry room here.
This will be our back porch view.
Yep. My cooking station, I say cooking station, grill, smoker, flat top, either here or there. But when I'm sitting out here cooking, this is my favorite part. Look at that. Will you just look at it? That's the view I get to see looking out our back porch. This is gorgeous.
We're also thinking about putting some sort of like outdoor space. You know, down over here, there's like a flat-ish spot. When it's bush hogged and cut, it's not nearly as intimidating of a drop as it is when it's all grown up. It looks really scary, but it's really not. Yeah, so come back into the porch. Come have a cup of tea or a slice of pie.
Spot of tea.
A spot of tea. So kitchen.
Yep, kitchen's going to be here. Countertops are going to go that way. An island right here. And there's a bedroom on the back side of the kitchen and up there.
There will be a potty over there.
Yep.
And a potty somewhere over here in the laundry room. Like I said, it looks so small to squeeze all that in.
It
but
does.
It's just because your spatial awareness, maybe for some of y'all who live like in wide open spaces, you're like, oh yeah, I can totally see it. But for those of us who haven't been in the country in a while, my brain is not computing the distance.
Yeah. There's a little hallway. There's the side door is going to be right there. Washer, dryer, mud sink.
And then eventually we'll put a garage, but that'll be probably much later down the road.
There's the well over there.
And it's staked for a well house right now. That'll be a well
10
house
by
with storage.
15. I think your dad and I staked that out.
Yeah.
We actually have something in the ground, right?
I mean, there's stakes in the ground.
Yep.
I don't know. We'll be paying for it sooner or later.
Yeah. So that's what we got. That's our progress. We're going to go back to the back of the truck and talk about things a little bit more. But we're closed on the construction loan and just waiting on the process so we can start breaking ground and get built up here.
Yep. We'll see ya.
Alrighty. So you guys just saw the footprint of the house, the stakes in the ground. We finally have actually something in the ground. We have progress. Although it's just stakes. But you know what? It's something. We've been trying to do this for going on a year now. Is that right?
Yep. We sold our house almost a year ago.
Yep. Don't mind Hudson. He's got keys, playing in the background, keeping himself occupied.
For a second, anyway.
Yeah. So we have progress. Currently, we are waiting on septic.
Permit.
Yes. We have closed on the construction loan as of this past week, which is monumental right now. A lot of people say the hard part's coming. For us, this was already a hard part, and there go the keys.
Well, then.
Kid's got an arm on him.
Anyway, we've already planned out where the horses are going to go, where their dry paddocks are.
Over here somewhere.
Where we're going to do the pasture, the fencing. The guy who we bought the property from ended up selling his, property, I guess, a couple months ago, and we didn't know. Turns out that he resurveyed the land when he sold it, and we actually gained a couple of acres. That'll be another little spot where we can put a riding arena, because I don't think there's room up here for the horses to have both a dry paddock, hay storage, chickens, and like all the things we want to do. So the other thing we want to do is the horses are going to go out on the far side, like closest to the culvert in the creek. And then we want a trellis going all the way around to this walnut tree pretty much. And then from the walnut tree all the way back around to the other side is going to be probably reserved for our septic. They're wanting to put in a special system.
They're calling it the Elgin system?
Elgin. Thank you. I'm sure that was loud. We're waiting for our septic guy to give us some sort of rating for the builder to apply for a septic permit, and a building permit would follow that. So
first thing is he has to submit a detailed septic plan to the county before the county can release a permit for us.
So that's what we're waiting on right now.
Yep.
What would you like to say? Oh, yeah.
And now he doesn't want to say anything.
Mm.
And I do want to say this. I know we touched on the fact that it's been hard. This has not been a cakewalk. You don't really know how difficult this is until you go through it yourself. And this is maybe my opinion, but you know, people give me advice and people tell me things, and I believe it, but you don't really fully understand it until you walk through that. If you guys want to do something like this, it's going to take almost everything you have. You have to be willing to put everything into this.
Or at least on the line.
Yeah.
Bet on yourself.
We bet the farm. We did. More than we were, I don't want to say more than we were comfortable putting in, but
well, that's the whole, we had
idea.
The goal in mind. And I would say, like, whenever you make what other people consider a crazy, stupid, naive goal, okay, you have to be willing to visualize every part of it. What is the view going to look like while you're doing dishes? What are you going to be feeling when you walk outside in the morning and you get to look at this view? What are you going to be wearing when you move in? You know, where is your furniture going to go? It's just becoming intimate with your goal, being goal-minded, because it's easier, I think, to bet on yourself and be willing to lay it all on the line when you are visually in your head seeing exactly what your life, what you want it to look like, what you want to do for your kid. So, and betting on yourself, if you have no belief in yourself, in your family, in your marriage, if you don't have any belief, I can tell you right now, I don't think you can do it. You have to be willing to come together for a common goal, and both of you have to be in agreement that this is how we want our lives to go. This is how we want this chapter to go. Because, I mean, we're in this together.
We are.
Whether we're going to be homeless together at the end of it, or...
We have 2 paid off cars. We can live in the car.
Yes, one lives in one car and the other lives in the other.
They can't come repo them now.
Betting on yourself is hard.
Yeah. And it's much easier having somebody supportive on your side. I can't imagine trying to do this myself.
No.
But as far as the planning, I mean, you've been handling a lot of talking to the lender for most of this.
I will say too, like, we've both used our gifts in a lot of ways to move this the best that we can. You know, what we can control, we've controlled.
Yep.
And I think building on little victories like in the past, touchdown. I think has helped us build the confidence in ourselves that we can have a big victory. So building on little victories is also a huge block of advice, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. So that's kind of where we're at right now. That's what we got.
High five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. So that's kind of where we're at right now. That's what we got. Just wanted to come up here, and it's a beautiful day. It's a little hot, but it's a beautiful day. It's not raining. What?
She just went.
Oh.
What would you like to say to the people? He shoved it up his nose.
La 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 la.
They.
Bye bye.
Hi.
There goes the mic.